um, when we talk about the grants, which should be in section, financial report. I woke up with that on my mind, and I know it's in here somewhere. I said, no, I put Dominion in here. Let's just go. Thank you. Let's go over it.
I do see where it says Renee Smith will write letter of acknowledgement, but I don't know what I'm acknowledging here.
Where is that?
Under operational partnership and communications.
Thanks, never write the letter of acknowledgement. Oh, I implemented that application to the pet, to the our clients, our families, that we have received their letter, and either everything is complete, we have a check off list. Remember we were talking about that in the meeting? This was part of the.
Oh, just to follow up so they don't think that we forgotten that.
Right.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was doing it, but I was doing it.
It's in the minutes.
Yeah,
I put it there in court, but I
I don't know, but okay, I'll make a note of this and make sure I do it.
on the thank you letter finalized and ready for distribution, discuss about the assistance for application processing. I'll go back and change. I know it's in.
Anything else in the minutes that anybody questions or additions or subtractions? So your motion to approve. Me, this is approval. Second, wait a second.
Second.
All in favor? Any more discussion at all? Okay, good, very good detail. Thank you. It's enough to get all that stuff. Okay, so the next item is the financials. So this is through November. November was a weak month for fundraising. So we're making up for that in December. So far in December, we have 33,000 in the bank, and we've got another 10 totally committed from Steve Square that will come in pretty soon. I hope he's gonna wire it. So good. And yesterday we were in the I was at the Beaufort Jasper Housing Trust meeting, and the board approved our $44,000, and Brenda sent them the wiring instructions. So I think we'll get that by the end of the year. I don't know, but it'll be tight because they got to get approved with write-offs and bank. That's 44,000. So I'm guessing on top of what we've got now in fundraising, you can conservatively add $87,000 to that number that we've raised. So let's just, it'll be about 480. We might get to 500,000. That's tremendous. And there's a good chance that we will. When I'm talking to Ken Schnall tomorrow, he may just say, oh, "I'm sorry, I'm late. I'll do it right now." And wires, I'm praying he wires at 6 figures. I think he will. Last year he gave us 125,000. He told me he didn't give me more this year. That's it. No. Wow. Yeah, he's been very.
Well, if he does, he might tickle that number you threw out there. You might do your job, Dave.
Well, I hope.
Brenda might get her dream.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm thinking about the budget for next year. I think that 750 was. I think I said it. I thought that I knew that Jan and I were good for, and I knew what I thought Ken was going to be 250. I really did, and I thought that Beaufort Jasper Housing Trust was going to set up 44. I thought they were going to give us 100, 150. I was pretty good for that. That's why I got to the 750 number. Right. But so that was a little. It's been a little disappointing not to get 750, but I think next year. I finalize the budget. We'll talk about the budget, but I finalized the budget, which I'll present to you guys the next meeting. Finalize it. I think that I'm thinking now to lower that target, something a little more realistic to like 700. which is still aggressive,
Yeah,
but it's but the good news is we're getting more people that are contributing. And they're contributing, when they contribute, they contribute pretty good numbers. I mean, my two sons gave $2,500 each. I was surprised by that. And then their individual accounts are gonna get another 1,000. So that's good. They gave that up there for a family trust thing. But that's kind of donations been getting, and so they've been good, very good. I haven't heard anybody respond to the letter that we sent yet. I haven't heard anything, so I don't know, but you'll never know. That'll come in over the next week or two.
The one person, Steve, your
Where's-
neighbor, yes, yeah, he
Well, he
got a
responded.
letter. He responded,
Yeah, Steve. That was that down too.
the 10,000, he responded. I sent him a letter.
Steve Squirrel.
Squirt,
He's no, he's the CEO of American Express.
no, but I sent him a letter.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I
He's
I
American
talked on the
Express.
phone.
Yeah,
That's what Spurs is buying.
You talk about the basically a fundraising night.
Yeah, I don't think that was a direct response to that.
well, I don't know. He said he got the brochure, so I thought,
That's right. He just said, you got for sure. So, yeah, so, okay, you're right. You're right. We did swear it on. Anyway, which also, he's a very generous, he gives to a major program charity in New Jersey, the Valley Fund. I can't remember sport him, but I gave some to the board. He things like so. But he is a very generous guy. He also gives a lot to the Knights of Columbus and the charities that they do. Yes. But I feel like he gives someone flowers. He's got a lot of money.
So what's
and
up?
he's gonna give 10,000, right?
Yeah, so we're gonna, so you can add on to this. So I'm guessing that we're gonna be close to 500,000.
I believe so.
We're gonna be close. So that's the good news. The bad news, that's the good news. The other news is that on the expense side, I don't see us spending more than 400. What do we say in minutes? But we're projecting to spend 50. Is that what you projected?
I think
Yeah,
so.
we're not gonna spend more than that. Maybe a little bit more. So the bottom line is, we're gonna collect more than we spend. That's good. So we'll leave the year with a net positive for the year. That's good. I didn't really have anything else in this that stood out for me as an issue. Did anybody else see anything that mentioned stuff?
I just had a couple questions, nothing big. In one of the emails, there was a contribution from Bud Wolford.
Bud Wolford, yeah,
How much was it? I didn't get the
5,000.
5,000.
Even you contributed.
Okay.
He's a good guy.
And the Gullah Geechee Cultural Heritage Corridor, those funds come in yet?
I haven't got it.
You haven't gotten it yet.
We did. I sent you the email that we got from the
Mhm.
Economic Development Fund from Coastal Community Foundation. They
Mm-hmm.
rejected us.
Do we know what they did?
You have to call. I'm gonna follow up and see, because that makes no
Yeah,
sense.
that's right.
That was a hard application.
Why don't you follow up?
But it's the second phase that we
Yeah,
made
But
it
we need
to.
to sit down with them and have them go over with us.
Right,
give us some
why we didn't.
Reasons why
Right.
we didn't, or help us to make it a better one the next
How
time.
can
I don't
possibly
think it
give
could
it
have
to
been
somebody
any better
else? I
when it
don't
made it to
know.
round two.
Yeah, but.
It may be funding.
Yeah, but it also could be
Something
some
that
things
he did.
that he did, and he could say, okay, well, if you had said this, or
Right.
this.
Right.
and you
Yeah,
have
it might be. I don't know.
Data, they're data driven.
They are, but I don't think we would have made to round two if we didn't have it right.
I think, here's what I think. I think we did
Because
make
it
it
was
work.
phased.
Yeah, but
and
still,
so
I
they
think
would
it's
have
right
pushed
for
us
the
out
others.
of the beginning.
Something.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe it
look
was-
at it.
Maybe it
I
was
think,
money.
I think they had less money.
I
Number
think it's
one, and I
money.
think that there's probably a new request came in, somebody, they said, let's fund them, we funded these guys last year. items. I mean,
Yeah,
we did get, just so you know, we did get some money from the Buford Fund, which is part of Coast Creek. And we got more than, we got $8,000,
Right.
and that last year was 2,500.
Mhm.
So they might have said, you know, Buford Fund's taking
Yeah,
care of these
but-
people.
what we're doing takes thousands of dollars to do.
No, I agree. I look, I
Should
as
see
I
that.
told Renee, right now I'm angry, so I'm not.
Yeah.
So-
Let's not talk about that.
What's,
Let's
what's
move
last
on.
name?
Count to 10.
Let's move on and talk about the 2025 Beaufort Fund, the Southern Low Country Fund, and this is seven. Debbie Slick, what is the last name?
That's.
Slavic.
Debbie is part of the economic mobility.
Right, did you hear anything
Yeah,
about
it
that?
was zero.
They gave a zero as well?
Economic, the Coastal Community Foundation Economic Mobility.
No, this is the Southern Low Country Human Resources Fund.
Oh, no, we're expecting to get that. It's from Ben Boswell.
Right.
That should come in.
That's still.
That's, I think, $20,000. That. It's gonna come in between now and then. I've already kind of.
Okay,
he
I
said-
just wanna
That's what I'm
make
saying. We're
sure.
gonna break the $500,000 mark.
Good. Just
I
wanna make
think
sure our
that's the
pending
name of it,
ones
though.
are. Hmm?
Is that
I
the
have it
name?
as 2025 Beaufort Fund, Southern Low Country, and I'm sorry, cut off, but I think it's Regional Fund. Southern Low Country Regional
I
Fund.
think that's something else.
That's not low
something
cost,
else. Is that low cost? Yeah.
Wolcott, we got nothing. from Wolcott.
No, it's not Elpa, no. Good morning.
Hey, how you doing?
One of the great issues that I have with these grants are, it's like they're all community fund, low country fund.
Yeah, same name, yeah.
Names. Oh, did you name me?
I didn't hear anything of that. What did you say anyway? I asked you, what do you name it?
What I named it now?
What's the address here?
10
10.
Galloway,
10 to go. Okay.
Galloway.
I think it was something like the Sea Island Care Fund or something similar, but what I did is put in a lot of detailed reasons as to why it should be.
Good.
Yes. I see.
You know, that's for $5,000, right?
Yeah.
If we, I can't remember
Is it-
what phone.
I'm supposed to put that in too. Is it over?
No,
No,
I
yeah.
don't know.
I had it see the to be see out. Everything else is coastal. or
Yeah, that's why I
South
switched to
Carolina.
Sea Island. Yeah,
put it in.
oh, the Sea Island Echo Fund. And echo meant the fact that when you're giving, the contribution reverberates throughout the community. Yeah.
No, to an election, I think that.
Yeah, it was just a try.
Okay, we're gonna talk about, at the end, we're talking about. Bonuses, we're gonna have to accuse Brenda when we talk about that, so. We'll do that at the end though. Okay, so, we're gonna talk about projected, financial December year-end financial results, anticipated grants, and just anything else on that? Okay, so. What do we finish the year at in terms of, what will we finish the year in terms of homes?
Well, we're pretty much done with. We may get a project or two done before the end of the year. We will get a project or two done before the end of the year, but we won't be any more houses.
Okay, what was that give us for total again?
Unless we get roof done. We do have a roof opportunity that may get done this year. We release this project. So, yeah, so it's pretty much. We haven't started and completed any property since last month. Everything and all the almost. What was it? Yeah, Karen Thompson. She'll be done. If you could Jasper. But 2 out of the 4 Beaufort Jasper projects are complete. All of them. Doris Johnson projects. We won't be done with our house by the end of January, but we'll have projects documented and capture the $12,000 that we want from
For housing
Beaufort
trust.
Jasper housing trust, so that won't be a problem.
That's for the 44,000.
Yeah, there's 12,000 attached to her house, North Johnson's house, so we'll get that done. And we'll get, so we'll have the project done, and we should be done with. The same thing applies for Mary Johnson across the street. That house, or what's her first name?
Carolyn.
Carolyn. That house probably won't be complete by the January, but we will have all the Beaufort Jasper estates complete. So.
I forgot to mention one thing, sorry, it's what we're doing. The party on last Sunday,
Yes,
I tell you, I thought that, when Mayor Small walked in that house, I stood in the kitchen, cried. I mean, everything we do, all the money, volunteers, the work, it just made it all worthwhile. Yep. And we couldn't do it without full physical decision, but Brenda, if it hadn't been for you pushing that hard, not Brenda, Teresa, if it hadn't been for you pushing that hard, we wouldn't. I mean, it would have just been up to Ken and I, we'd have moved. I mean, and you pushed that hard. So I'm so glad we did it, even though we spent way too much money. But we changed that once, like.
yeah. You changed the family,
Yeah,
because I did not realize that she had that many people in her life that you know personally, but they came out. And once they saw what was happening, I don't know if anybody noticed the road got better. I don't know who fixed the road, and the little area there just seemed cleaner. So we're changing a community. How many miles at a time?
That should be said.
Yes,
That was the most
really,
pressing on my life. She didn't do that stuff.
right.
Yeah.
And now they
Yeah.
come out, now they
And
come
it's
back.
out and showing her,
Mhm.
we love you. Most of all, she
Yeah.
realized that he loves her.
Yeah, that was pretty special. That I think that I wish more of a volunteer were able to make that. And my niece was there, but and Gene and talking about what her mom was there.
But there was a pretty nice video, I think somebody was doing, so they, I
Yeah,
mean, that doesn't reflect.
That's right.
But at least it
it
has
was,
something.
it was good. But anyway, I did want to mention.
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
It was just very special.
But they all are.
Yeah, they're all special, but that,
Some about it.
it reminded me of Dolores when we had Dolores.
And that's the part that I just can't walk away from, because I see families and communities coming together for these projects. House is one thing, and that's wonderful, but to pull the people back together, so I mean, it's amazing.
I'll let Denise kind of talk about Eleanor. That's one of the houses that we use our fund, hope we use are using our funding to help with. Her family was awesome, coming together to help out. I don't know if you were told that or anyone else, but Johnny, who was the contractor, he said that they made his life so much more.
7 Reynolds.
Reynolds Howard's life, yeah.
Yeah.
Her grandsons and great grands came and helped him every day, waited on him to come and then to finish it.
Wonderful.
And then I so you get pictures of it.
Yes, I was so pleased to hear that, and she was overwhelmed when I wasn't there, to see her and see the floor. She said,
And the roof on back, there's so much stuff like it's
Porch.
yeah.
she's what, 86?
She's a mess now.
Yeah.
When she pops up and kind of wakes up, she's a mess.
Always been.
Have we gotten more applications in that recently as a result of this finishing work?
Yes,
Yeah.
and I got one on the way today.
Is the list up there? Yeah.
In the process of doing that.
I just wanna, the 5 houses that we have for Beaufort Jasper. Doris Johnson, Caroline Johnson, Eleanor Howard, Louisa Warren, the roof job, and Samantha Vaughns. So we do have 12,000 probably each of these houses.
What's the last one?
Samantha Vaughns,
So I got two Johnson, Howard.
Warren.
Yeah, they're one. He's a, he's a.
My people.
That's what somebody told me in a meeting.
Say what now?
Don't worry about it. No,
I don't want to be,
don't worry.
not want to be labeled as my people.
It's our people.
Okay, you said my people. I do not want to be labeled as these people are mine.
Oh.
These people I do know, and some I don't.
What's the
And
relationship
I,
between,
we go by the application and who is
well,
qualified.
who is, what's the relationship between Doris and Caroline?
None's person.
I'm missing one. Eleanor Howard, Carolyn Johnson, Doris Johnson.
It's on
Samantha
the.
Vaughn.
It's right behind the pensions.
So what was your question?
Louisa Warren.
First person.
This, the two Johnsons across the street from each other, pretty close. Close on what lines.
Doris is Johnson by marriage.
Yes.
Okay.
Carol,
Yeah,
Move on.
yes. Okay, next subject on the item is to go, so projected houses, how many did we complete in 2025? Houses in projects, I just looked at it, it's like, you know, on level. We have. 2020.
125. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 completed houses. Projects for 23 completed property. We 3 projects. Which are 25.
Is there a
That's
number of properties? Project.
you know, Dave, I got
Yes.
what I have is sorted this.
That's why sort of thinking of.
There's some of that goes back. I just don't have this.
but that's total though for what we've done.
Yes.
So what do you
I
have? Ken?
need these numbers.
He has 23 completed houses and 123 completed projects.
So 23,
And that's since, no, I don't have this sorted by, so when Dave asked for 25, I have it forward. So that's since we started.
For my purposes, what Ken, that's those total numbers are done.
that's
I
23,
like it too.
Yeah.
and number of projects 35,
123 projects, 123 projects.
123.
I mean, we're gonna have, in the house we're doing right now on Capers, with that has got multiple projects.
From 10, 12.
And we're hiring a contractor to finish the dining room, right?
To do the subfloor and the wall, exterior wall.
Yeah. And that's $6,000 we've already brought in, right?
I can't.
Yes.
That's right, correct, 6,000, yeah. So that's, yeah, that's, I think that's the right way to do that, okay,
Can I?
yes, please.
Before we can think of the project, I have two approval to be approved by the board members. One is for 1,700 for Maxine.
Maxine Jenkins.
Maxine Jenkins for her insurance purposes. Yes.
For insurance.
Oh, that,
We were done with that.
yes, we just got, we haven't really got started with it yet.
And
That is the house.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
That's the one house that he had 20-year. That's
That's what that 20 years.
Brenda, what, just to the subject, yes, go ahead.
I got an email and I spoke with Ashley.
Ashley's with Beaver Jasper.
With Beautiful Jasper, and she gave me an update that all the paperwork has been moved forward to the state. And she's waiting for a response from the state. for all the documents that Maxine turned in. Because we did that last week.
Monday.
Yeah, that was a bit painful getting that information from her. Just there's a lack of trust, right?
Lack of trust.
She just didn't trust us. So like, I'm not gonna give you this information because I don't trust you guys, especially you two white people.
Mostly the people with the Beaufort Jasper Housing Trust.
Yeah.
She didn't mind giving it to us. She's passing up to the state passing up to the federal, all of that, so.
Fair enough.
It's something that we have in our culture
Yes.
because of being swindled
So
so many times.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not.
I know, but I just want you to aware of it, yeah.
Okay, so what is it? We gotta sign this, right? What is it?
Well, I guess if you guys wanna approve it, this is hers. And the other one that, I got, budget summary from Brian is on the elderly lady in Lansing that needs a roof. And McAfee.
McAfee. Yeah.
These are the two that I have.
How much is the photo?
Total estimate is 10,300. Because they're doing the
Does that
roofs,
include the siding
siding,
work?
siding
Is that a
and,
wood book of home?
No, it's a mobile home.
yeah, so this is, I have this too.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Well,
Should be 6 or 7. Is it a big move?
We got 2 quotes, so this is,
The cheaper?
yeah, this is,
Who's doing it, Jackson?
no, no, it's
Coastal.
Postal. It's Brian Gowdy. It's a new company that we're working. It's the Brian Gowdy's that used to be a Whipple guy. But we brought him in and quote just every now and then the competitive quote against Whipple. We I love Whipple guys, but they owe us some stuff that they haven't delivered. So we're trying to work through that with them. But these guys are competitive on the roof and they do the siding work. So they can do both.
So that's in the 10,000 siding also.
Yes.
Oh,
The
she's
siding
doing
and the
that
interior, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a roof leak
Siding
inside,
and
interior damage.
Yeah. Well, that's the
Ken,
problem. These people that use roofs cold, it just destroys everything else.
Instead of we're 10 years too late. Get started.
Ken, do you still? Well, I'll talk to you
Next,
Yeah, I
about it.
want this. I think it'll come eventually.
Okay, because I'm still waiting.
So I'm just waiting on them to call me and say.
Okay.
Brenda, we got money yet.
No, I ain't holding any money up for you.
But the Maxine, that's not the total,
Yeah.
that's the total.
Can what does the summary say? It says,
The siding things is only in place for the work vinyl siding, trim the rear of the home. Repair the soffits and bases and loose open, weather on the gable ends of the home, paint the soffit bases.
You were Jasper's gonna pay for this.
Right.
Okay, the only question I have,
And because
No, they're gonna pay for it. They're gonna pay us.
I know.
We're gonna do it.
But we have to get it done by February
For the insurance,
for her insurance purposes.
we stand.
So she needs to be lost.
so my question is, what is the total amount for the school? For this meeting?
6,000,
Was 12.
6,000.
12,000 per
This
house,
is a
right?
different one.
This is a different.
The one from Maxine,
Yeah,
6,000.
6,000.
Yeah,
So
Was the
actually it's only what, 17?
1,700, right?
I think that's also, so,
Yeah, so why are we not getting the other one signed?
so here's the deal, what we need to do is. We're waiting for the approval thing to come. But if the approval doesn't come, because until it's done, I don't. We'll see, these guys are so slow. We know that we want to do this before February.
Right.
So if this is approved, we have the authority to go ahead and do this before February.
So close to this one.
Yeah, and then we're gonna, but we hopefully, we'll get this whole thing approved, just do it all at once.
Did I dream this, or did they have to have their own contract?
When you get a chance. You can, I want that.
On the Jenkins house, did Hubert Jeffers have their own contract for these, or we have?
no, we're doing it.
Yeah, I think they.
That we're responsible
That's fine.
Yeah.
with the meeting we had, Ashley explained.
Then we'll get it done, and we got money to do it, and if they reimburse, they reimburse, they don't, shame on them, but we're doing it.
So that, but no one's question is, should we?
Was one
wait?
thousand 17.
1,700.
Should we wait for them to, because we can wait that for first year to kick this off. We've got plenty of time.
I wouldn't wait. Reason is that you're dealing with the state government, this could take forever. For them to get so much.
Okay, but they're still gonna reimburse us, because
They say they are.
Yeah, they have,
I mean, there's a
like,
good
their
person.
state guy comes, looks, they gotta look at the work ahead of time,
Yeah.
so. If we don't proceed with this work, it's gonna be done before they get to see it on the front end.
I understand.
You know, so if we could just stall a while.
Look, you're managing the project, so if you think you can do it.
Yeah, just wait a while.
I just want to get it done by February 1st.
Yeah, we'll definitely get it done. Is it February 1st?
I think what's gonna happen now, you're gonna see Peter Jasper move a little quicker now they got Ashley. Ashley's pretty good, and they needed Ashley because Jennifer does everything, I mean, everything. Quad basically deals at 10,000 feet and Jennifer does all the details. That's a lot of work for winters. So, you won't like just us alone times, 10 different things she's working on. And we've really got a great board member on that board. Don't fix it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Dick Stewart.
No, you.
I'm just kidding.
I like working with Ashley.
Yeah, I think Ashley's pretty good. I like her. Ashley's pretty experienced. She's a real estate person in Yuba County. She was there yesterday. Anyway, okay, so let's talk about the budget for next year. So I finishing the numbers is really hard. I can literally do that in an hour. And I will. In fact, probably what I'll do is Brenda, can I ask you, can I get a blank of this, without the numbers, just to. What's the best way for me to fill this in? I want to fill it in. I have something I can fill in the numbers so I can send everybody. Maybe here's all. I'll write it. I'll do it my own, and then I'll come in after the first of the year, and we'll pop it together, and then it's just out. Those are good. Okay, so let's talk about it. So Teresa and the Cans have talked about projects for next year, and let's talk here. Okay.
So we're forecasting 25 properties, 100 projects, we've identified 9. So as the year goes, roofs pop up or septic tanks pop in,
100 what?
100 projects, 25 addresses of different properties. And we've identified 9 of the 25 already.
And what do you think is going to total cost of the projects? Thanks, Brian. Don't put Brian in there. Don't put Royal in there. Just put the 300,000.
That's well
Projected.
Right. Because you're going to outsource a lot of it, so.
350, I think it's good. As close as a decent number.
That includes contractors and insurance. We don't spend any on insurance. We're budgeting. Because when we say a contractor goes to the drills all in there.
We got $9,000 from my sister so far, and I expect next year at the GD. I expect 50 grand for them next year.
Well, just so you know, guys, year to date, we've only spent $76,000.
Well, the sister's only gonna give up to 5,000, so
Per household.
per house.
I know.
But if we do 25,000.
But I'm just saying they're so generous. I think we're gonna get it. Well, that's it. So if it's 25, leave them 25.
They also said that what's the head
Well-
flows, if you got $25,000 this year, you gotta wait 2 more years. So they're not gonna continue to give
The same house.
the same house, so.
Well, let's just take the top three numbers here, on operating expenses, okay? Looking at our budget this year. For each projection, a budget of $450 on building and materials. We're not gonna spend more than $80,000 on materials this year. So we're way under that, so building materials, I'm probably gonna project $100,000 in the budget. On contractors, we put in a budget of 291, and we're gonna finish it about that number, about 300. So that's a pretty good number. So next year I might give a little leeway, get a little bit more on that one. On equipment and supplies, we're not looking to buy anything significant, right? And the site management numbers are pretty much consistent. Transportation is pretty much consistent. So this is a real hard budget to put together. Hard.
Management. Personnel.
Well, are we gonna, so how is, I know we got Royal, he's for sure. We're gonna give him a raise, right?
Yeah, as soon as he. I think he's reaching that milestone.
So we're all probably gonna be about 20,000, right?
Oh my gosh, I hope he gets more than
More than
that.
that.
What about that? You should. No, sorry,
So he's at 16, 14 an hour.
I'm at $20 an hour, $20 an hour, he'll be,
By the end of the year, I hope that he gets some.
okay, $20 an hour, and what does he work, how many hours a week does he work?
40,
40,
40.
40? Okay. What is that number? I don't remember. It's 800 a week, right? So he's gonna make about 36,000. Hey, he's never gotten back to us on insurance, right?
No. We reminded him to.
Well, he had to talk to his girlfriend's going to law school. What's
I think she's in that, it's not the sleep.
no. Yes, somebody else. A lawyer, he's a lawyer.
Oh, medical sleep, wow. That's what I heard.
Well, I just talked to him the other day about work with him. He said, I said, "You go to law school?" He said, "Yes."
No, it was on. I think he's gonna be like Mike Costello, do both of them.
Well, I told him that she. I told him if she's gonna be an attorney, you should not screw that up. Yeah.
I'm just.
So,
the
the other-
that back for you, Mr. Royal.
What's the other guy? What's the other guy's?
About 43,000, and then about come up with that. 43,200.
We got 2,040 hours. Patrick, you talking about?
Yeah, Patrick.
Patrick's would be off and on part-time, you know, he's not gonna be. No. It's not good.
This, so one thing that's frustrating, and we really need to find another Royal. There's got to be another Royal.
We need to put out a request for applications. We're not doing it. We're just hoping that somebody would show up. We need to put out
How do you do this?
Indeed, churches or whatever, different organizations that we know.
Well, if you know where to put it, just put it out.
Well, we just
She can
need to
write the job
develop
description.
a job description, can, and we'll just send it out on our
Let's do
website.
it.
Send it, put it on our website.
Yeah. Because we really ought
That
to.
would be a good place to put it.
We only really need one more person. Because that's about all the work we got, but we do need one more person.
It's so.
And Brian said it could be a lady. He said, I love working with ladies. I talked to him about that.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
I mean, most of this work is not, first of all, everybody go with one life, so never anyway. What's Royal is, I mean, he has learned a lot. I worked with him in the beginning, I worked with him this past week, and he just really knows. It's unusual. And when Brian comes and tells him what to do, I'm sitting there saying, when Brian walked away, I said, "You get all that?" He goes, "I got it." I didn't have it at all. I could not follow anything he just told us to do.
I told him also, I was on a Zoom kind of way, and, one of the teachers in the, interesting, career, field at technical college, I just know my dream. I said, I will get his phone number, talk to him. The technical college of Low Country, see if they had interns, or if they had,
Right.
someone that just graduated that's looking for a job.
Okay,
So that should be a good start, so I've had already met them.
okay, so Kim's gonna give you a job description and you're gonna, how do you, put it on the website, but who else?
I'll put it on my website, and we can send it out to the different organizations that we know.
Okay. You gotta do it. I mean, this is so. Okay. And it's not one of those 6 guys that for the health system too. They're smoking dope over there. Get high, sit on moving.
Wow.
That's just.
Should call the police.
What's that?
Who's that?
Okay, first, I guess it was Doris, huh?
You saw me, I see that.
That movie was just, man, you can smell it in the car. Let it do if you're driving, it's crazy. I don't know what you're seeing.
What happens since I was up? I recall it smelling better than that one.
Yeah, it didn't smell like that. And it doesn't go away either. Oof.
Anyway, okay, so I think I got enough information to do the budget. And I'll get that done, and Brent and I will get something out right after the first of the year, we'll come back. You're gonna be here in January. And or early January, so I will get that done and give it to everybody, we'll have it way before the next meeting, we'll just approve it the next meeting. Any questions on that? Major grants, estimates for major grants next year, I think. Everybody we got a grant from this year, I think we need to put that in, it's really, we get most of our money from individuals. So, it's going through that list of individuals and, Chris, if you could send me that, you were gonna send me that list of people that you sent me, I still need that list.
Okay.
That'll help me look at this. Tim Barber did not give us any money. His wife had lung cancer and it's operated on yesterday. Good news is that they removed it all. Wouldn't have been any chemo, didn't have any radiation. She has runs a family. So the brother guy that she saw that was checked out and sure enough. She had a tumor along and took it out and it was fine. But they've been a little bit preoccupied. On that same line, I don't know, any major capital expenses for next year. The equipment we gotta buy,
Yes.
what?
We need to buy the laptop transfers for the office.
That's a lot.
No, and we do have responsibility to protect the information.
Okay, let's get one. Okay.
And then I will need a, just, what is it, Microsoft, 60,000.
So what are we talking about? What are talking?
You can get a file cabinet for like less than maybe 200, I don't know. It's not very expensive, but it's certainly 2 or 3.
So the software is a bunch.
And the software was what, you put Microsoft on for what, 190?
Well, it's going into a new year, so they
What
go
was the
up.
last one? I would say 200, I doubt it. That's that much.
I'm gonna put capital expense, I'm gonna put 7.
Microsoft's 365, because I've been fighting with my computers and I don't have it, it's not updated. Trying to get through that stuff.
I'm gonna put $750 in for
Okay.
capital.
So what is the, your
Those down.
text or email says you had to buy something for the grants?
Appreciate projects.
Tracking, some tracking,
Right, that's a part of it.
that's the part of
We don't
it.
have any.
That word was all
Okay,
Excel and.
That's the part.
Things.
So when you buy that,
$130.
You still 130?
So now-
File
And
cabinet,
I think
No,
That, right?
The
Microsoft.
Microsoft. Yes, so let's do purchase one of her, because she can't share.
Can't share
You can't share.
licenses. No.
If you, I think if you buy more than one, you can share the devices, but I'm not sure. Depends, yeah, I don't know, it's been a
Well,
while.
these are just expenses, so it's just like, they're not capital, it's not depreciated, so. There are no capital expenses. The legal and professional services that we've been spending, is a little bit. That includes our CPA. Which I just forwarded the copy between Brian and Nesser. Sent us information that they need already copied, down.
Okay. I saw that.
Dean,
Then
speaking of Dana,
Dana,
so Dana there. I saw her yesterday. in her house, And she is doing quite well. She's home. Seemingly fully recovered, but will take time before she can get back to doing stuff. She lost a lot of weight. She had never really had that. Yeah, so, and all that wild blonde hair. Well, they had to do it. They had to go in. They're draining the brain. But not they didn't cut her all hair. She couldn't even remember what her doing was. You can't see what you saw. So she's doing great. Wonderful.
Can we back up?
Yes,
To
please.
the grants,
Yes.
okay. I know there's been email going back and forth and saying, Brenda, the office doesn't have copies of these grants. I was just trying to figure out why, why can't we have copies of it in this office?
Some of them if you can't copy, you send it in, okay? We give you the access to the computer to do it, but there's no way to copy it. So, in the grants that I've done, I don't know how you copy it. In paper wise, I've got it in file, I can get into it.
But there are some that you did, I don't know how you did it, if you did it on Word first and then put it into the document, usually that's how we do it.
We do it in our application.
I mean,
You literally fill out their application.
yeah, we do that too, but I'm saying sometimes you can do that, and, you will have a copy, which is good, but there's a portal you go into, and you can pull up your pages.
Yeah.
You just need that.
so other than the amounts and the requirements, what is it that you need?
I don't know nothing, I just wanted to know why.
Well,
When
that's
she asked for copies to put in the office.
Well,
You can't
and then
see it
that's
together.
back to the fact that there's no lock in there either. That's one of the things. That's a concern. But the other one is the fact that she's getting the money. She's getting the requirements.
no, I don't have any other requirements. I need the name. I don't even know all the names of the grants that you submitted.
Okay, well, when I
don't.
get the new program, then we will share that information.
Okay, that's definitely. Right. Program on what's the grant,
Right.
what we grant requested.
Right.
That's like the actual application is sometimes a really long time at all.
Well, is it the application should be filed or? I'm asking, I don't know how this grant
I get it.
can work.
My technical skills are zero, so the ones I filled out, I have no idea. So I can tell you that this is the application we filled out. And I mean, this people fill out for it.
Is the cover page of the grant for the requirements printable? Like the proposal of the grant, is that page printable?
Maybe.
It may be,
Yeah.
but what is the
Depends on
point if you're getting the tracking and the amount and the things that you need? What
What do you need? That's what-
proposal?
Just to keep track, so I'll know
I
what,
think you need a list of what one.
Yeah.
And we've got that,
okay,
so. Just
I think, we're talking about, there's a grant that you mentioned during these, housewarming.
Mhm.
And I didn't have, two of what you talked about. I heard about the art, But all the other things that you were saying about it, I didn't know that that was part of it as well.
Okay, well, that's good that you brought it up, so we'll talk about that now. We're sorry. This is the same, you have it in the minutes, which says, walls that speak, preserving the Gullah culture through art and homes.
Right, that's all.
That's the name of it. Teresa sent out a email asking about the grant, and I wrote an extensive, thorough, and complete description of every question that she had and everything about the grant. So there is an email that was shared with everyone. I can go over it again if you
I'll
want
pull
me
it
to
up.
take the time.
I'll pull it up, but no, the part that I didn't hear, I heard at the
Yeah.
housewarming. Was that this would be not just for our houses, but to take it throughout the community. Is that correct?
The houses that we do in the community. So if I misspoke or it was not understood, like these 5 houses
Mhm.
that we have here, Johnson, Doris, and these would be the candidates for this art.
Okay,
And
I
so
thought you said you would take one to Sam Doyle, the beginning of Sam Doyle Road. You'll
But
put
that's
something
where Mary lives, right, off of Pinewood,
But she, that's her house,
right,
but you were gonna put it on the house, or you're gonna put it down the road?
well. we want
That's
to-
what I was
we
not
want
clear
to
in my
give-
brain.
Okay.
You said it.
We want to continue doing what we were doing, like with the laws. Hers is on the outside of the house.
Right,
We want to give the homeowner a piece of art. But Ken and I talked about how we need to maybe move forward with this. And his idea made more sense to me. There's still more work to do, but if we put the art on the homes like Mary's that are back in there in the woods, nobody's gonna see that. And so what we are thinking, and this is not in stone yet, but what we're thinking is of a way to create the art and have it be visual, along with the fact that the Gullah Community Housing Project has completed a home in this area. So we are looking at maybe putting it on the road. I talked to LCOG Thursday to see how this would work. I have been referred to South Carolina DOT. I have not had an opportunity to talk to them yet because they own the shoulder of the road. And so we just can't put stuff up there and expect that it will stay. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that. It's not gonna affect the grant wherever we put the art, but for marketing of what we do and what we have done, and to show the community what we are doing, and have the Gullah Community Housing name attached to these pieces of art, I think would be awesome to have it on the sides of the road. But we have to figure out how to get that done. I don't
and
know.
that's what the grant was about.
The grant is about the art in the
In the
house,
house.
wall that speaks.
Speaks, right.
Yes, so they're gonna still have art in the home.
But
But
also,
we're trying to figure out how to get our name out there as well as the art to make St. Helena almost like a tourist destination. And I was very excited about Sam Doyle because that's where the original outside art was,
right,
and to be able to put a piece out there again, and just revitalize that whole area because you're coming through Sam Doyle. All of the houses and papers, I was sitting there thinking about it. Caroline's could be on the outside of her home because it's on the road. Doris's can be on the outside of her home because it's on the road. It's just those houses that we work on that are tucked in the woods.
Can we put it by the name of the sign for the road? Can it go in that
See,
to the entry?
That's where South Carolina DOT has to come in.
Right, I mean, I don't know,
I can't
and
say
I,
what
that
they
art's gonna stay up on road.
Mhm.
Not a big.
Yeah,
That's
It's always
what
gonna
she
come
said.
around and rip that off.
Yeah.
I
and
know,
that's
'cause
what
there's-
I was told too.
There's artwork that someone has just personally put out on Seaside Road going into Land's End. Like when we were going to Tomby, it's been up there for a while. No one touches it.
If I see what we're doing, I think it's gonna stay. And
Well, there's thinking, I mean, we would have to. Where we would have presented would be, we expect it to be there 30, 40 years, so we
Right.
feel, we would. How we present it would be. It is, I mean, we sturdy, protected.
Well, kind of like the St. Helena sign, that's kind of almost what my mind was thinking about, the St. Helena sign coming over here.
yeah.
Something like that, that would stand but again, you need approval from DOT. The other thing that I had thought about, and I'm hoping, and I talked to Mr. Brown with the Park and Leisure Services. And as a part of this, you could do a mural on the community center, on the side of the community center. And that would go a long way to help the whole community in first one to the Scott Community Center. Yeah,
Where those tennis courts are
yes, that would really be vibrant, and I think it would stay.
unused, that's just unused basketball.
But
courts.
so that's where we are, but, I think one of Teresa's question was how we would get the in-kind money.
Yes, the match. Is that what you said?
I want by faith, I asked for the money, but hey, if you get it, you get it, if you don't, you don't. I don't think so, but as a start to that,
You gotta track this, right?
right, and because we already did a housewarming for the first house, which is gonna be for the first art piece. We can go ahead and start, and as a board, anytime you email, anytime you're talking about it, just like you're doing now. That's following. And so I'm gonna use everybody fill out one of these. If you would, and we'll just keep track of it. We have a whole year to get this done.
What about when we did Freeman's house? Is that piece of copy of the mom and dad? Is that on the wall?
It's on the wall. That
Is it
was-
outside?
Yes, it's on outside.
It's not outside.
You moved it
Or
or?
fell off, he has to do it over, so he came. But he said he's gonna put it back.
We'll have to do that, right?
Yeah, I can check back. Talking about these arts, and I mean, where you wanna put it, what about in Penn Center? In the. What you call this?
Yeah, museum.
The
That's a great
museum.
That would get some
I
notoriety.
mean, that would also, I mean, you always got people listening, you get donors, I mean. It's just a thought.
I
mean,
can sign with Penn now, so I'm not sure what your question is.
The question is, you mentioned putting up the arts like in the community center
Mhm.
in Scott. My question, can we also put it in Penn Center?
I could sign, yes, and so yes, your answer is yes. But I wasn't talking about putting it in the community center at Scott. I'm talking about a mural on the
Mural.
side of the wall. That's a different thing.
But
Now, that center is, with the county,
That's why I talked to the park and recreation manager, and he says it's possible that we can get this done. And they may pay for the whole thing. We've never asked. And if you ride around and I don't know, I see it in Philly, I don't know what other cities do it, but a lot of cities are revitalizing their communities through just as wonderful murals that depict life in the community. So
gardens.
yeah, and so what I'm envisioning for Scott, when they get back in there, which is not until March. If it's in March, they're gonna start again. Benches, because they did our playground. So I'd like to see them put benches out there for those kids and mothers and parents that can sit out there. Maybe a little garden and even a walking trail. But this is funding that will have to come through the town. So, and that's off subject.
Have you received the funding?
That's what I'm saying, we have, asking it just
Yeah.
now, and we have not gotten it yet, so. So we may have to go back and visit his house, well, I do wanna go back. See, I'm glad you brought that up, Ken, because one of the women of the 100 women he cared. was the artist that actually approached me about getting the funding for Mary's House. I would like to collaborate with her as an artist to do the piece for Mary's House. I think that would be a good way for us to get, publicity and, more input and let other people see what we're doing, so. And everything doesn't have to be brown, you know what I'm saying? So she's a wonderful friend, and I think she didn't have to do that, she didn't have to tell us about it or, support us getting it, so.
No, we've got nothing yet, so maybe we'll get that big deal.
Yeah, they said it's coming. They said it maybe, once the end of December to January.
That's about it.
That's the money, yes, for the. Okay. Any more questions about that?
Oh, no, I do have another question. The T-Mobile, did you talk about that? Did I miss it?
The T-Mobile grant is in the works. It's Christmas, but I will stop and do the T-Mobile grant. I can't guarantee the T-Mobile grant because I don't know. But I put it together.
How much is it?
50,000.
So I'm gonna go for it. But it looks more like, just so you know, it looks more like what we're talking about now. They are trying to revitalize community through art and all these other things. It's not specifically for housing. It's not specific for housing, but it will help. I know.
I need grants for one.
I know.
That'll be full. I mean, I'm serious. I just,
Yeah.
I wouldn't waste my time doing a T-Mobile grant if I could get 25.
Well, let me look at it again, but I think housing is in there, but it does tie into community and art, so. If it's too well, maybe.
Well, no, I mean, I understand the art thing, but that's not a major focus.
No, it's not.
Major focus is repairing houses.
Right.
I need money to repair houses.
I got you.
Okay. Those type of things that Renee's talking about, what I think our focus, if we really get down to it, and this is just very graphic, we got an island that's trajectory is this way.
Right.
We want to be part of a team that changes trajectory and just things like it, all the things we're talking about. I mean, gosh, just the amount of kids leaving the island. I think.
We're gonna be living with those trust.
Well, but if they got a nice little house, they can stick around. I don't know. But those things that like bring joy, the intangible joy of the community, and so like those can help the inflection, the attitude and the spirit of people. I mean, it's like it's hard for me, and like I'm a very measurable results person by training, but there are some. I think there can be some real impacts. Some of that. That's in terms of
the wrong word. I'm sorry.
in terms of, I understand exactly. I think it was very descriptive. I think it was.
I just want to make certain that we don't. Here's what I want to make sure. We can get off on all kinds of tangents. Our mission. Let's look at our mission. That's our mission. And we got enough to do just fulfilling our mission. All these other stuff. There's side benefits in my mind. That's wonderful, but I don't want to focus on the side benefits. No, I want to focus on the core versus the outside rings of the core.
I just want to bring one thing.
That's funny because
I just want to bring one thing into it, though. It is about the art, but it's also about us. Don't lose that piece. We need to let people see what we're doing, know what we're doing, actually are. And so it's not just the art, it's the Gullah Housing Project doing this. And so that's
I think the more projects you do, the more grand openings you have, and more and the road national value on bad.
Right.
Yeah.
You would have a much bigger.
It wasn't a terrible day.
No.
Because the rain didn't come.
It was good.
And Father allowed the rain.
But I'm
not
saying
to
people
come.
didn't come, that's all.
No, because it's short notice. That's what that was.
So can we do this now, or should we wait until we
I
get the
think
money?
we'll wait till we get the money.
That's the time.
Yes, because I have a meeting.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys, I wanna, Brenda, will you shoot yourself, please, we go. And you got the information on, seeing Michael and Steven.
Oh, yes, please,
Good.
because we're going shopping and we need this.
Well, Michael will have to come and pick up his check.
Yeah.
I sent him a text message.
He's in the secretary.
No,
He didn't respond to my text message.
Well, they gotta come pick them up.
Yeah.
Checks are made out.
He's
Yeah,
coming. Made down the red and only two people responded to the check.
Steven respond?
Steve responded and they responded.
Okay, well, Michael, you can
Michael
respond.
is coming here to get one, so he'll get it. Okay. Thank you so much.
Here's the deal, and this is my suggestion, I wanna see if you like it, in lieu of changing salaries. With Brenda and, Brenda and Brian. I think we should consider a bonus when we have a good year when a lot extra work is done. So my suggestion is that we pay a one-time bonus this year, we don't know what we next year now. Got monies is good. Pay to Brenda and a bonus to Brian, and then pay a bonus to Royal also. Those are really the only three employees that we have. Let's talk about that first. We'll talk about amount second. Does people like that idea or not?
I do, I like it because I see that a lot, I staff. Yeah. I'm so yeah, different. I got it.
Sure.
Well, my first, originally when I brought up the bonus for Royal, I was thinking retention. That was my thought, and of course I love the idea of less than speed that problem. By the end of the year, so that was my thought. I know Brian has put in has presented an argument to me about a pay increase for next year, so that's what he's interested in.
Okay, what would you want?
He asked for 10%. $500
$500.
A month?
It'd be another $500.
That's $5,000 of another $5,000. So he'd be making $60,000.
More.
No, 75.
More than that.
But I gotta tell you, the things he brings to our party are much beyond what his scope of work. For example, pretty much all the we talk about putting together procedures and processes and manuals and all that stuff. Everything we do that I think makes us look like pros has pretty much come out of his arena.
And we expect that.
Yeah.
Well, we look at the expectations of the
Correct.
person. If you put a job description for him, that should have been on his job description. Because they were a new organization starting out. And he was getting things from other people, we were getting things to other people, so we had to lean on him.
Well, I agree. We brought him in to manage projects. But I can tell you for me, I am super pleased with the extra stuff he brings to the party. The other thing that I'm just gonna read you this real quick. Give you an example. And first of all, when I say all this, you're thinking I want to rubber stamp 10%. That's not my suggestion. When we get further down, but you share this with you. This is what I up on my computer that I lost it.
While you're looking for that, let me just say that on Brian specifically about this is just bonus. And maybe we don't do both, maybe just a salary piece for them. But I think Brian brings a lot. We need a contractor. Okay, we need a licensed contractor. We've got that licensed contractor. Preferably, we need a licensed contractor with experience. Brian came to us with experience. He worked for Deep. He worked for Habitat for Humanity. Pretty deep experience in what we do. to find another person with that skill set would be very, very difficult. And if he left tomorrow, that'd be a problem. I mean, you know,
Sure will.
it would be a huge problem. In fact, if he left tomorrow, everything stops. Soon enough.
Yeah, but he's one man, he's one person, and I agree with what you're saying, everything will stop, but. If we put out requests for other people, we have never done that.
We haven't done that, but
And we need more than just Brian.
Right, because if you just.
Brian can be there, but we need someone besides Brian.
I'm not positive I do right now. I don't think we're big enough to have more than one. I'm talking about this, these are general contractors.
But we can get a backup.
He can get the license because of that. He can,
And that's what all of them do, David.
I know, but I'm saying, we already got that guy.
We got that guy.
We got that guy with deep experience.
And I agree, Brian is good, but Brian has his flaws too, like all of us.
Oh,
say.
sure he does.
Okay, so we definitely do need to look into getting another, not to replace him, just to have another contractor on board. We cannot rely on him so that when he does want to leave and he says 2 weeks, and he's gone, then we
stuck.
are for stuff.
Right.
Okay, I
Complete.
mean, I'll entertain other people, but
Okay, well, here,
can we stick with Brian for a minute?
Yeah.
Get off the tangent.
No, I'm not trying to get off
Okay,
Brian.
so just wanna-
I like what
I
Brian is
just wanna
doing.
read you this. So I've been, I don't know how long I've been hanging out. All of us have had the great idea of partnering with the sisters. Right? So I just wanna read this. This is from Stan. Stan is the sisters' field guy.
Okay.
Okay, he's the guy that does the work for him. He brings projects. He gets the approvals from people and all that stuff. This is what he wrote, Brian. So Brian, thank you very much for the before, during, and after pictures. Sister Denise will be very thankful for all the progress that the pictures has helped her secure additional funds for the project. I very much appreciate your help in coordinating the interfacing of us on material supply, seamless project management, exclamation point. Your work, looking forward to working with you on other projects. All the best in your future. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. So we all kind of talk about it. Brian brought it home, and that's a big deal for us. I mean, he went and, made it happen, worked with this guy who initially wasn't the easiest to work with, but Brian massaged and worked and gave him what he wanted. And now, and he, in another email, he said, we've never had anybody to partner with us and help us before. And it's catching momentum in their organization where I think huge thing to come, but that's the kind of thing, also the kind of thing he brings to the party that is exceptional to me. The fact that he can bring this home, and that's we've used since we got started with this $9,000 worth of material projects. I expect next year that to be much bigger based on his relationship that he fostered with Stan and the other Stan. There's another Stan that ran a few minutes. Well, it's those things that are very, very important.
Teresa, you have lots of. One time Brian, so what do you think?
My thought, Brian, without Brian, he's not doing this funds progress being completed, giving estimates, moving forward, giving, us all kind of information that we need to, that we need to move on. Somebody saying somebody else,
Along with Brian.
along with Brian, but then you're talking additional money coming
Sure,
here,
Mhm.
okay,
I think you should have here, yeah. I don't know.
me personally,
Just like go ahead.
me personally, I think Brian is great to us. I think he does an excellent job.
Yeah, and he has had some missteps with some people to work for him, but I'll tell you what, when I was out there this past week working with Royal and that just that really. And here's a good example. Royal and I are working outside and we're tearing down the windows and we're redoing, we did steps and stuff together. And I said, so what did Patrick do? Well, Patrick's in there working on the bathroom. Now I walked by the bathroom when I came in. The bathroom was pretty much done except the flooring. And so at the end of the 5 hours, I went in there to see what had been done. And Patrick was sweeping the floor in the room that we asked them to clear out the sleeping. I said, yeah, I don't think, I said, really, I don't think you really need to do that because the family's gonna take all this stuff out of you. Okay. That's what get done for 5 hours. Now, he could have said, hey, those guys are out there working, maybe I can help them. No, it didn't come out. That's all. So I'm saying, so I can understand why Brian doesn't like that. Okay. But you gotta love Royal because Royal's a guy that he's, as I said, but anyway, I don't want to do something.
Well,
So
Pecker's out there because Brian called him bad and he was looking for more unskilled labor. And not, he brought him back, not in the teaching type capacity. And that was that royalty said the field.
so I'd like, look, do we need another contractor? I'd love to get another contractor on board. We cannot afford it. I'll be just spread out, honestly. B, I don't think we need it because we're gonna have that many projects that we need to have multiple contractors. Do we need a list of guys that backups?
We need a list of people that we have.
Okay, let's get it. I'll get the list.
Partnership with, that we can say, okay, Brian can make this, if we are in a tight, we have someone available that we call and we may develop some kind of relationship.
Okay, well, just so you know, we're doing that. We're hiring contractors to do so, right? I mean,
Like hardware.
yeah, those guys are already working. But a general contractor, yeah, sure. I think we gotta know who they are because we don't know who they are right now. And
Well, in the,
What do you think, John?
well, first of all, I think that the Lord is building, preparing these houses and none of us are that important. And we're just gonna continue to happen, based on what's been happening, continue that. In that respect, I did talk to Paul Lewis, said Paul. Paul and I are very close. I said, listen, Brian's got stuff going on in his life, he's making more money, he's asking for, some money here. I go, if, for example, if Brian walked away, what do we count on from you? Because I know Paul's winding down.
yeah,
And he's positioned. So we started this thing with Paul.
we started with Paul.
So he's there for us in emergencies, if you will, and eventually he may retire to the point where he'll do this for free and we let Brian go. That conceivably is something that happens one day. I mean, that's not out of the realm. If we could get a Brian for free, I think that would be pretty amazing. So, I mean, I don't know. I just think that, at this point, the reason I brought up oil, I just want to retain oil because there's,
Well, I definitely want
and that would blow his mind, I think, like a $500 gift or something would blow his mind. Well, whatever the number is, it blow his mind. I don't
Everything
think.
you're saying is blowing my mind too.
And he can go a million places and make more money. And luckily he has a vision. And I hear, people giving people's ear. Oil's a exceptional, man. But he can make more money tomorrow somewhere else. So I just think that's why I thought about that. In terms of Brian's more interested in, his wife wants to quit working and all that stuff. And also, I think he is really hard to experience people in this very specific niche. He's very.
I agree. He brought to us 20 years experience in the business model.
And that's good, you need that. I just said that I think we need to also.
We need
find
back.
someone
I
else
couldn't
that-
agree more. I'm glad to hear that Willis, who was
Yeah.
our original guy, would you do it too. Remember, we can't do most of these projects unless we have a license.
Exactly.
So he is a licensed contractor.
And that's what we have to look for, licensed, bonded, and insured
So
contract.
let's just stop. So
Okay,
let's
so
talk about Brian. Right now. Are we talking?
Yeah, okay, so Brian.
What is Brian making?
For
What is he making here?
bonus, but one thing I do want to talk about also is the mileage. So when you put his mileage on top of his salary, what is he actually making?
That's my concern.
Well, his mileage, Added up, 721, 825, 819. 733, 2,000, 1,000. This is. We total it up.
Yeah,
Yes,
that was.
He's the only one getting miles.
and I thought we were gonna stop with, the mileage when we gave them the last increase, but I know.
He's pulling trailers.
We're paying the same amount of money daily, paying it again, we earned it.
I think we are. Two different levels of understanding about salary. Because we, as a people, have always been under the radar, under the pay grade.
Just like Brenda, what is
Yeah.
Brenda's salary?
We don't come to bring them out.
Yeah, it's so, that's where we are, and I want that to be known. Because I finished college, master's degree,
I never got to that.
no, I never got to that, never. 25 years of
I
work,
never, and had the ability.
Yes.
Never.
yes, so, and I understand. But I have to change my,
Sure, I got those.
do another,
It's hard, it's hard. I understand that,
yeah, right.
I asked Teresa, and I'm ashamed, but I don't see salaries on this slide.
It's listed on your, because I'm.
Where is it?
contractors.
No,
He's not a
No.
contractor. He's in the contract.
no, not Brian, it was,
All of the salaries for our employees. How could they be on the contract? So we got contract.
Contracted services.
Well, then that number's.
But then this number's not right, because we think.
No, that's right.
Separated
No,
from me.
Ryan's the contract. Ryan's the contractor, number, Brenda's the contract, the whole contract.
So this amount is for Brenda and Brian.
Brenda, Ryan, and
other contractors.
and other contractors we use. So what do we pay Brian a year? What's it,
That's what.
what is it
Yeah.
right now? Ken? We gotta know what it is.
You gotta know.
We pay every month, so at the end of the year.
And you said that the mileage was added into it?
Who's that?
what, no, the mileage is separate,
He said he gets a
Transportation
separate
is separate.
check for miles.
yeah, separate check.
So we need to go across there and see what this transportation and that.
Myra, just so you know, guys,
Jeez,
70 cents, the government says
$2,000.
you pay, and that's supposed to, for upkeeping your vehicle and pay for gas.
Right.
That's all that is,
Filling
that's
that-
his expenses around, that's, he's not making money on that deal.
I'm just trying to figure out what number we're at, Daisy, I hear you.
I just wanna figure out what Brian makes.
So 9,000 of it is already
I don't
for,
know what Brian makes a year.
for transportation. We have to do,
Give me 60,000.
that's why you should.
Calm down, David, calm down.
I know what the number.
Sure, because it's
Calm down, I can hear you, I can feel you.
how can we have a budget without the employee? Salaries in there. Write that in your minutes.
Brian's 66,000 a year.
You see it?
66. Even,
Mhm.
no, so, and that's plus the 9,000, right?
Plus the 9,000.
For mileage.
For mileage,
When he's
Whatever
only getting
that
miles,
is.
right?
yeah.
Yeah, so,
How do you figure 9,000?
cause I just went across here for transportation, who else is getting paid for
Yeah, but is
transportation?
that 9,000?
Yes, it says so in the preliminary year to date.
Oh,
I didn't add it up, but I'm gonna go with that. No?
that's.
9, 5. So we were right the first time, right? They $75,740. $75,742. Right, what is this? Okay. Do you know what Brenda makes?
Bring the hours in cut.
It's $30.
And how many hours per week?
What did that mean?
Who cut it and why would you cut a, what was it, she cut it?
Gave it to him. Anybody else have any hours? Okay, let's see what's going on there. So she makes 30 an hour. So things are really for, during your times. 30 times 20 hours. So we're gonna make $600, 20 hours per week. So we're gonna make $600.
Okay. Okay, guys, we pay Brian $5,500 a month.
No.
That's exactly what we pay. That's
55
a
a
month
month.
for the checks. $5,500 a month. Oh, that's what we pay.
55 a month. Times 12, right?
Yeah.
66,000, that's exactly what you said, plus the mileage of 9,007.
Mileage again, mileage is under a salary. Mileage again, the government tells you what you
You
can
don't
pay.
have the mileage.
No, because it's not, that's our expense.
It's that expense, doesn't matter.
That's expense. Yeah, it's not, he's not making money on the mileage, I'm saying.
Okay, so.
Now, and then Brenda makes $30 an hour times 20 hours a week.
Mhm.
That's on the.
I'm just saying, $30 an hour is a pretty good number.
Oh, yeah. 20 hours a week times 4 weeks times 4
$30.
weeks,
I mean,
times 12. Times 12. So Wyndham is 28,000
It's $20,000 or $20,000 a year for working 20 hours a week. And Brian makes, what is it, 66?
66, actually 75,000, but 66.
Let's give an example, if you were to annualize Brenda's $30, it'd be 61,200.
So we're gonna end.
No, I'm just saying, in terms of you know, just in terms of valuing Brian and, you know, just.
You're paying Brenda $30 an hour and Brian not making it.
Brian made more, but not much.
Really?
Not much. Oh, wait, no, we can move it.
And Brian put in a lot of hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Brenda,
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. You're right.
Brian, and then Laura. I think salaries need to be on. Yes.
No, they're in the contract. They have to be.
It's in the
Look at,
bag of
if
contract.
you decide to put salaries in, then you have, you say what you bring, what you're paying, social security. These guys are all in the contract.
and it's,
Yes, under contract. It's in contract.
But it's mixed in with
It's
all
all-
the contract.
Yeah.
So that's why we get.
So now we have the detail, and you can always
I
do
mean, you could pull a line item. That's two different contractor lines, if that.
I think that would be helpful to keep track of what we're paying the employees.
Well, we know we've got right here, we got chicken, so.
So,
Okay, so can we come back now to the subject of Brian? And you said you wanted 10% salary increase.
to me, that's too much for a young organization. You know, to me, it's just a little, it's just a little too much for us. To me, and, you know. I don't know if that's sort of description. We're a very young organization. I can tell you that he's absolutely has two things, you know, we did a bait and switch on him in one regard, that. We brought him in to manage projects, we didn't bring him in to teach young people, so that's something that he's taken on that wasn't in the original scope for it. And the way he's done a great job of going. He's also developed all the work, we have a very detailed structural AI thing that he's created with it. So if you get Royals, hey, Royal knows what he has to do. That's it's like a lead to me as a worker. He said, okay, if I do this, and this, I can more money. You know, it's right out there in front of him. Royals gets, so he can you know, get his salary up, and it's just a good system. So he's developed all that stuff. The stuff with the sisters and maximizing that, and then all the paperwork that he generates that makes this all look so yeah, you know, it comes from Brian. We don't, Brenda, me, Teresa, us, these forms that Brenda put on the table. He drops in our mailboxes for us, does all that work. So that we can come in here and get the proof. All those things aren't really me and his original scope of work. It's just that he has that experience and basically wanted to bring it to us, yeah, to make us a better company. So It's more or less.
So what percentage do you think it should be? Because I really have to go.
Well, if you take it, he's asking for basically $550 more a month. And I
Can I make a
was,
suggestion? My personal opinion, I'd pay him even $72,000 a year. That's $6,000 more than we're there.
We're right on the money together, but I got
So that-
72,600.
Yeah, so he's paid you pay $72,000 a year, that's $12,000 a month. Right?
Yeah. I'm.
That's good. I'm good with that.
let's go.
Now Brenda, at $30 an hour, I think you're paying well for that. Well, then she can do it.
She's
increase on-
fine with that. She's fine with that. Yeah.
We paid her.
She's not asking for a raise.
On Brenda, so if we pay Brian a salary increase, I would not suggest a bonus.
So, no, it's not using it.
The oil, I would suggest we pay Royal a bonus.
Yes.
And what was your thought on that?
When is this increase is gonna take effect?
January first.
January 1st,
January 1st. And you're tell Brian,
72,000.
72 even.
12,000 a month.
1,000? 1,200?
1,200 a month.
Oh, okay.
No. Well, the total salary should be 72,000.
32,000 divided by
Okay.
6,000, that's $6,000.
Per year. Yeah.
Instead of 50,000.
Instead
Yeah.
of, and he still has his,
My understanding is that change, unless the government changes the ruling, I don't think they have.
Bring it down.
I
You already
think Brenda,
expressed.
I think Brenda and Royal, those I should see, convenience, and I think we should. This was on.
I agree.
Unless y'all think more, but I think 500 is a nice. So excited. Would be happy about it.
I was actually. I'm gonna get them.
So give it, what was your suggestion? Because she does.
Well, I was way off. My
Well,
wife always says I feel like me. I'm way.
That's where you are. That's why I'm sure Joe was
so let's give Royal
You're right, you're right. My wife says that what are we gonna give our grandson for this lesson? And you're yes.
Well, in terms of,
How much were you gonna give her?
Well,
Brenda.
my numbers.
Dave was gonna give her 500.
So,
No, it's gonna 2,000.
Jesus.
I'm off. I said I'm off. I'm off. I think I agree. So we'll give her 500.
My God from Zion.
When your brain is that way wired. Sure. Our brain is not wired like this.
all of our schedules, they're not even $2.
And what else give me 500? Give them both 500.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Brian said $2. Okay.
My God.
Okay, so
Maybe
that's,
one of these days, Teresa, we'll
I'm done.
so,
we'll take the caution. I'm done, David.
and then we'll check again for this one.
Hey.
Yeah.
No, this is.
Okay, anything else on that?
The other thing, I got this, so we.
Any other new business, Brian? Any other new business before we gotta leave?
New business. We gotta get somebody who can fill out these Beaver gas for candidates forms that somebody that knows modern computer skills, fill out these forms.
Well, it's what we're bringing
No, it's not, that's what Ken's been doing, and I spent 13 hours last time trying to sit them, because I don't know what I'm doing.
But you have to give Brenda what she needs to do the work, and that you're saying
Brenda's
at
supposed to-
your level,
Yeah, if you don't have $500.
Give
she's
her
supposed to-
that.
Well,
give
She
her
has
that to
everything.
Dana, give that to Dana.
I just, I can't be the one that gives those sports out, because
I
I
know
know
what you're
this.
saying.
I agree. We give it to Brenda.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
You see what I got. Yeah.
Alright,
That story.
I took my sister home, but he sent me something. Yeah.
So that usually happens.
Sent me something.
Okay. I like it.
So Ken, what is it that you are doing,
Michelle?
that you need,
I need somebody to compile the Buford Jasper County trust reports. And the data needs to come, There's nothing I can provide, right? You know, Brian needs to give her pictures. All the descriptions are now in his new documentation, so the narratives are in Brian's documentation. We have all the narratives, all the stuff is available. To do it. You know,
Well, I think Brenda, and I think you do need to possibly help, have her get help to. Sure,
the print does not.
because she
modern
always
computer
calls
vision.
through anyway,
Well,
to help, because it's technical.
To get what?
Pull
To
all
what?
this stuff together, put it on one
I
drive.
think it's Dane.
But that's
Dana
Dana's job,
Yeah,
not
they,
Trey.
no, not to prepare it to send to you. They do all the reports, but you gotta pull all the reports, add it to the particular home, the pictures, and create one
One
document,
big PDF file.
PDF file. That's
Yeah, but-
technical.
Right,
Yeah.
but Dana could do that, I mean, that's
No.
not Trey, Trey is a webmaster, why would Trey be doing
Because it
that?
has the technology skills. Someone with technology skills that can put all that stuff on one. I know Bridget does it, because Bridget does it for me.
Dana. Dana.
Dana can do that.
Yeah,
Okay, well, maybe we haven't asked Dana. You have to ask Dana to.
Dana's taught her what she's done so far, and I think she's done a good
Oh, she's
job.
done an excellent
So we
job.
just have to ask.
No, not Dana, we
Okay.
would, we
Well, so that's what we will do.
Yeah.
So when does this report due now? Well, oh, is that?
It won't be until the end of January,
End of
but we
January?
could, they could knock out some of them, yeah, some of them.
Yeah, because some of them are done.
Yeah,
They could be,
So that
done.
you can talk to Dana, share what you want,
Tell Brenda.
Brenda.
and-
the three of them,
Mhm.
because that's how it comes.
Right.
It comes as a package. You give them the receipts and all of the information that's needed to be on the feed.
Can she come
Well,
back in now so she can hear this? We done, right?
We'll have to, yeah.
Oh.
Are we out of executive session now?
No, we're just finishing new business, yeah, new business.
Okay. No, out of the business, but what I'm thinking is the conversation is for Brenda to give
Yeah.
us, I'm thinking should she come back in?
Yeah, I'm saying.
That's,
So we're out of.
Okay.
executive session.
Okay, Brenda.
Here. And Brian.
Two.
Did you get it from Brian, correct?
Yeah.
And
I just need to, I need to eliminate my
Because
13
her
hour
hours probably
day.
shouldn't have been cut, because if this is something she needs to be doing. Take it out of tenth plate, yeah.
that's
Well, the thing
last
about
one
it
was
is,
a
if
hard,
somebody-
horrific.
If somebody knows, somebody knows how these computers work now, you're giving it out.
Yeah, that's what it says. If
You know, I mean,
you also, Dana can do it, and Brenda and Ken, and Brian, once the Ken have everything ready. They could give it to Brenda.
I just don't think that, I know how to do a lot of things.
So we're talking about, and we moved on from discussion from, we're talking now about the reports for vehicle gas and health insurance. Ken has no technical skills, he can't do them. So, the question is, can you do them if Dana helps you set it up?
Yeah, I got a handle on it.
I know she could.
Okay, good. So we'll get,
It's just the numbers that Ken play with.
so just transfer it over and set, and Dana will set up a time to come in.
No late night like last time.
Well, let them see what you're working with, they may not even need you.
This time so it's
Okay,
she got it mastered.
Brenda's
Staying
good.
until midnight.
Yeah.
We had fun at the.
I mean,
Well, you know, I'm a stickler. If you got something to do, let's do it.
just so you know, Brenda, so
Yeah.
little day, for Christmas bonus of $500 that we're gonna give you a check on today.
Oh, Merry Christmas. Thank you. So we have. Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, you're worth a lot more, but. And we're all gonna,
Thank you.
we're also going to, we're changing, Brian's annual salary.
Okay.
We're paying we pay $5,500 a month now. We're paying 6,000 a month now.
Okay,
Okay, and that's gonna start January 1st.
January 1st, okay.
So, Jim got to tell him that today.
And Royal,
And we're gonna use Royal, what do you say?
500.
We're gonna get Royal $500 once too.
And raise his salary to.
No, we're not.
Next year.
Yeah, I'll find out today. He has a
Royal salary
process.
performance based, so.
Yeah, performance based, so. He'll,
Well,
we'll get
I was paid $18 an hour now. 17.
16, it's 16. That was the last amount I was given.
I would like to see him get $200. What does a person make at McDonald's?
$7 an hour, right?
How much?
7,
I thought it was 10.
it might be 10. But it's not very much.
Walmart is about, what, 12?
Mm-hmm.
Insurance too.
I don't think so. No 401 starter, no. McDonald's.
Okay, so, so anything else that we had to talk about in the business? Brenda, thanks for everything. You do a great job. You really do. And especially with creative ideas you come up with, and really terrific to share. I mean, we completely forgot about sending out the thank you letters and reminding people that was your idea. And I know you guys worked on that. You did a nice job of doing it. Somebody did say we got the one. I think maybe Jay. That was really well written.
Your name's on it. You wrote.
I know my name. But anyways, anything else with the group?
So I drive down here once, 2, 3 times a week. Would y'all drive to our house to have a party?
Sure.
I think what I'd like to do, so we have several volunteers up our neck of the woods. But I'd like to set up something like that. And we even finally would host it.
Okay. Yeah. Be very nice.
So, yeah, so I'm thinking sometime between Christmas and New Year's, everybody in the part of the world.
I've got company, but I
Very party.
my 2 grandsons are good. Shit, I was.
But anyway, so if you could, that would be amazing.
You got to run your schedule.
So I'm on, first of all, I'm
That body would love it. We haven't talked about it yet.
Oh my gosh. I ran it by flag, well, I wanted to do it last year. So. We'll see.
From now until the 3rd of January, I'm booked.
We can do it early in the year, celebrate last year.
Yeah, would be better.
I think that'd be better.
I'm gonna pick something out there, way somewhere in January with
Yeah.
cold. She's
You're in a tough line.
yeah, I'd like to take a check out with the zone of outside now in good and I heard that for a little bit.
Okay, so we got that in the notes of what we just decided. For us.
Yeah. Say that again.
The Brian's new salary.
Brian moved hours,
And
72,000.
500, Brenda to 500.
500 from
And
bonus.
Christmas bonus.
Yeah, so it's holiday.
Wow.
Well, it was kind of give you a car, Brandon, we talked about it.
Well, that would be nice. I like Volvos.
You like Volvo?
Yeah.
I could use another.
Oh, well, yeah, I've got books with them, Betty, the Ferris gives. It's very, very nice.
What's that? Yes.
I'll bring it right now.
All right.
Yes, before you go though. I know that I'm always not well understood. But I really am, and I love all of you. And it's been great serving with each of you. And so I have a little something for everyone. Santa.
Very, very nice.
Just for everyone, just to show that I love y'all. It's been a rough year. But I find that when you give, it makes you
Thank
feel better. Thank you. It makes you feel better. Don't open it till Christmas.
He gets to go in my tree, I have one person.
Well, I don't want you to open.
I get to hear you, right?
It's just a little something, so I think you don't.
Thank you so much. Is it, it let you trade your present like every day?
Candy, this is from Moselle.
Oh, okay.
When she comes in, Moselle is my best friend.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Very kind of you.
Well, I'll take it.
That's, you know, I got nothing for you.
That's all right. I know Sarah's got something for me.
I always do.
I know Sarah take care of it.
Listen. Oh, thank you very much. I wish you all a happy, and I'm leaving tomorrow to go to Charlotte, and I'm just. For Mitzvah. Back to Charlotte, and back here on the 25th, kids. I'm coming to. Hills third, here.
Very good.
Have I met both these things?
I need to call my
Yeah.
phones out. So they give me my message.
You'll see it, because we're going off.
That's
all.
She has to sign for it.
So.
Well, I get my brother spending this in Christmas.
Oh.
He's out in the Bay Area, California.